Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
Running for office isn't always free, and based on the preliminary election campaign contributions and expenditures report, for the most part comes at a hefty price tag. Guam Election Commission Executive Director Maria Pangilinan says a record-breaking 112 candidates are running in the primary election and were all required to submit their reports on Wednesday.
It shows us how much people contribute to these campaigns, and it also shows us how much is spent. So other candidates can learn from that, and more so that the campaigners, the candidates can be held, are transparent.
In the senatorial race for the Democrats, incumbent Frank Uggan Jr. received the most contributions of over $118,000 and the most for any senatorial candidate. He's followed close by incumbent Senator Dennis Rodriguez Jr. with over $91,000. For the Republicans, incumbent Tony Atta received the most in contributions with over $43,000. Uggan, meanwhile, spent the most for the Democrats and of any candidate with over $103,000. For the Republicans, newcomer A.J. Balahaja spent the most with over $21,000. And for the delegate race, incumbent Madeline Berdalio has the most contributions with over $150,000. Republican candidate former Governor Felix Camacho trails second with over $55,000. In the public auditor race, Doreen Crisostomo has received more contributions than her opponents combined with over $11,000. And for the mayoral race, the candidates with the most contributions are Jotnya mayoral candidate Ignacio Peredo with over $19,000 and Jesse Blas with over $17,000. Pangilinan, meanwhile, says it's not just the candidates who have to submit reports.
So any committee, any political committee, even the Democratic Party of Guam and the Republican Party of Guam, are required to submit preliminary reports. The same time frame, the same timeline that candidates have, these committees have the same requirement.
The Democratic Party of Guam showed over $39,000 in contributions, which is more than the $23,000 received by the Republican Party of Guam. Meanwhile, a new political action committee called People for Progress, Keeping Government on the Level, also received funds. According to their report, they received over $116,000 in contributions. One of the biggest corporate contributors is $50,000 from Basil Food Service and $20,000 from 5S Investment LLC. Lauren Bromley is the highest individual contribution with $25,000. Rachel Azuzu is the executive director and chairwoman and says the group currently has 4 officers. She says while they are not issue specific, their goal is to take a closer look at all the candidates. Azuzu says they are not affiliated with any political party or candidate. The report shows that a majority of the funds expended went to personnel, taxes, and a services contract with Maxim Consulting LLC. While Azuzu says being a political action committee for independent expenditures allows for an unlimited amount of contributions, Pangilinan says she will forward the report to its legal counsel as the GEC currently has a maximum amount for corporate, individual, and corporate sponsors at $1,000 and $500. In the meantime, a final campaign expenditures report for the primary election is due on September 12th. Pangilinan says failure to submit your report on time may result in possible fines. You can view all the campaign reports at the Guam Election Commission. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.
Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.